The full story of American independence in story form. Many years ago, today's United States was not yet an independent country. It was 13 colonies under Great Britain. In these colonies, people lived, traded, and farmed their own land. But the problem began when the British government began to impose rules on them from afar. Unfair taxes and people's anger. The British government began to tax the people of America to pay for the war. The first big blow came: Stamp Act. This law said that every paper, book, and even newspaper would have to be taxed. People were angry. They said, "They will tax us, but we have no right to speak?" This anger gradually became a fire. A night that changed history. On a cold night in 1773, some brave people decided something has to be done now. They boarded the ship and threw the British tea into the sea. This incident is famous in history: Boston Tea Party. It was a big signal for rebellion. The fire of war flared. The British government was furious. They sent troops. The first shot was fired in 1775. The American Revolutionary War began. On one side, the powerful British Army. On the other side, the common people, farmers, merchants, workers. But they had only one strength: the desire for freedom. The dream of independence was written. In the midst of the war, some leaders thought, we must establish our freedom not only by fighting, but also by declaring it. Then an important document was created: Declaration of Independence. It was written by Thomas Jefferson and others. Date: July 4th, 1776. On this day they declared, "We are now free." Hard struggle. But declaring freedom does not come. The war continues. Many soldiers die. Many families are broken. Cold, hungry, suffering, they have to endure everything. Yet they did not give up the fight. The final victory. Finally, in 1783, Britain realized these people were hard to defeat, so they made a deal: Treaty of Paris. Through this, Britain accepted America's independence. Birth of a new country. This is how a new country was born: United States. A country that was created with struggle, with sacrifice, with the dream of freedom. In short, the whole story: British rule, taxes and injustice, protest, war, 1775, Declaration of Independence, 1776, victory, 1783. The beginning of the war: fear and courage together. 1775. The people of the village were still not fully prepared for war. Suddenly, news came: British soldiers were coming to seize weapons. This was the first major conflict: battles of Lexington and Concord. The first shot was fired in this battle, called the shot heard around the world. Ordinary people became soldiers. The most surprising thing about this war was there were few professional soldiers here. Most were farmers, mechanics, shopkeepers. They were led by George Washington. He was very rich, but he led the country without giving up his own interests. The hard winter days. The war was not always easy. In the winter of 1777-78, the soldiers camped in one place: Valley Forge. There, lack of food, suffering from the cold, many had no shoes. Yet they did not give up the fight. This place became a symbol of their tolerance and unity. An unexpected friend. America could not defeat Britain alone. Then it helped France. Why did France help? They were enemies of Britain. America's victory was profitable for them. France helped with troops, money, and a navy. This turned the tide of the war. The most important victory. A major battle took place in 1781. Siege of Yorktown. Here, American forces, French forces, together surrounded the British army. Finally, the British general surrendered. This battle almost confirmed America was going to win. The last chapter of the war. The war officially ended in 1783, Treaty of Paris. In this agreement, Britain recognized America as an independent country. The war ended. The challenge of forming a new country. Even after gaining independence, the work was not finished. Now the question, how will the country be run? Then they created a new constitution, United States Constitution, and became the first president, George Washington. What did independence mean? This freedom was not just freedom from Britain. It was the right of the people, the right to run the country as they wished, the beginning of democracy. Key points of this section. First battle, Lexington and Concord, 1775. Hard times, Valley Forge. Help, France. Major victory, Yorktown, 1781. Final freedom, 1783.